you for staying with India Today, and we continue to get to the latest as BJP has now appointed a new working chief. Yes, Bihar Mantri, who has been tasked with the heavyweight BJP role, BJP's organizational surprise that has now been announced. Nitin Nabin, who has been announced as the new BJP working chief. Now the question being, will Nitin Nabin get elevated as full-time BJP chief, and if that happens, how soon will that be? Now remember, this is coming ahead of the Bengal elections that certainly the BJP is hoping will be a turnaround just like it was in Bihar. Nitin Nabin is a man who, according to the party, understands the ins and outs, and many congratulatory messages that have now been coming in for the man of the hour, Nitin Nabin.
के लिए बहुत ही ऐतिहासिक दिन है कि बिहार के धरती से कोई आज राष्ट्रीय कार्यकारी अध्यक्ष भारतीय जनता पार्टी के बनाए जा रहे हैं। ये हमारे लिए, पूरे बिहार के लिए सौभाग्य का विषय है और नितिन नबीन जी को पूरा बिहार के भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ओर से मैं हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं और केंद्रीय नेतृत्व को भी बधाई देता हूं कि आज बिहार से इतना बड़ा सौभाग्य भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मिला है।
बिहार से एक पटना से हमारे नौजवान साथी नितिन नवीन जी को देश के कार्यकारी अध्यक्ष के तौर पर मनोनीत हुए हैं। इसके लिए विशेष शुभकामना भी देता हूं नितिन नवीन जी को कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जिस ऊंचाई तक आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में और आदरणीय नड्डा जी के नेतृत्व में बढ़ा है, आदरणीय नितिन जी के नेतृत्व में भी बिहार के साथ साथ पूरे देश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी मजबूती के साथ खड़ा होगा। मेरी पूरी शुभकामनाएं।
And cutting across to my colleague Aishwarya Paliwal, joining us on the broadcast with more details. Nitin Nabin is the chosen man for the BJP as its working chief. It has taken a long time to get to this decision, but many factors that have certainly weighed in for Nitin Nabin to make it to the cut. Aishwarya, do reflect on why and how this decision has been taken in favor of Nitin Nabin.
Well, you know, one of the things, Suisha, that the BJP at the moment was looking at is that they wanted someone young, someone who understands how to have a connect with the youth, because that is also something that the BJP has been very keenly looking at. The BJP has been trying to make sure that they have a connect with the youth of the country, and that's the reason why there was this age limit. You know, a lot of people were saying that anyone who will now come on the post will be less than 50 years of age, and that is exactly something that we are seeing happening now. We also understand that the way forward is something that the BJP is now looking at. 2029, yes, definitely on their horizon, but before that, the very crucial elections that will take place in the state of Tamil Nadu next year, in the state of West Bengal also. Kerala elections will also take place next year, and that is something that the BJP has been very keenly looking at. They will now try to make sure that, like the last time, 2021 in the West Bengal elections, the BJP was very confident that they will be able to overthrow Mamata Banerjee and the BJP will be able to form a government in the state of West Bengal. That clearly did not happen. The BJP had 77 seats. But this time, they believe that they have got the arithmetics right. They have got everything right. They need that additional push, someone who will bring in fresh ideas, because that's also something that both the RSS and the BJP very keenly have been looking at, someone who brings in new ideas. And the other thing that they are also now looking at is someone younger, someone who has the connect and someone who can also bring about those kind of changes, because this is just the beginning. We will now see a complete overhaul within the BJP, within the organization taking place. New people will now be brought in, and we could also see in the coming months a cabinet reshuffle taking place, because the MOS Finance, Pankaj Chaudhary, he's the one who's now become the state president for the BJP in the state of Uttar Pradesh. His full concentration will be on the state election that will take place early 2027, and we could see, you know, with the MOS moving out in the next few months, we could see a cabinet reshuffle also taking place. So from the BJP's point of view, this is a complete overhaul, something that a kind of warm-up that they are now doing just before they go into the crucial election season. Then that's the reason why we are seeing someone who in fact has been winning elections since 2006. That was the by-election that he won. 2006, 2010, 2015, 2020 and now 2025, and the victory margin was huge, almost 80,000 votes. That was the kind of victory margin that Nitin Nabin had in the recently concluded Bihar elections. the NDA had a sweeping victory in Bihar, which gave them the confidence that now is the correct time to make the changes and gear up the machinery for the upcoming elections. Suesha.
Aishwarya, and the Bengal elections will certainly be a litmus test for Nitin Nabeen because the BJP really hoping for a similar outcome for the Bengal elections. But to tell our viewers of how Nitin Nabeen is being considered as a man instrumental as far as the Bihar victory is concerned, where all he was on the insides, taking critical decisions that eventually led to such a historic victory of the NDA. And the question being asked, will Nitin Nabeen get elevated as full-time BJP chief? What are the chances of that happening and when?
Well, 99%, Suesha, what we are thinking will become a reality, because when we look at the last election that happened, when JP Nadda, in fact, was made the national president, before that, he was the working president. So it looks like we will see the same precedents being followed by the BJP. What we are waiting for at the moment is a schedule. And that schedule, let me tell you, we understand in the next 24 to 48 hours will be out, the schedule of when the elections will take place and the way in which the elections will be held. So that's something that we will see coming in now. And after that, from what we are seeing, it seems like it is Nitin Nabeen all set to become the next BJP president. And there is also a high possibility that he could continue not just for the UP elections, but also his tenure could actually continue till the next Lok Sabha elections 2029, because that is exactly what happened with JP Nadda. His tenure, in fact, got over in 2023, but it was Home Minister Amit Shah who, through a small press conference, came out and said that now 1 year's extension has been given to JP Nadda, so that 2024 actually fell within the fold. So that's also something that we could see the history repeating itself there. Nitin Nabeen, someone who's very young, someone who's been winning elections, understands how one needs to win elections. His father also has been an MLA from the BJP, so someone who's had a long association with the BJP. That was something that was crucial to the BJP, someone who understands the inner workings of the party, has good relations, someone who has never been in any kind of controversy. That is also something that the BJP was looking at. And Nitin Nabeen has now turned out to be the best candidate as far as the BJP is concerned. We will see the structural changes, the organizational changes also taking place in days to come.
Oh yes, absolutely, Aishwarya. And the Bihar BJP especially is going all guns blazing in its celebrations, as one among them has been chosen. One certainly understands the past record of Nitin Nabeen, and like you're saying, that a very clean record at that. Of course, given the many victories that he's nailed in his political career. But from Bihar to coming to the center, to now paving the way for the party in the future, from New Delhi to how it will actually spread its tentacles, and the upcoming polls that are very crucial.
Well, definitely, Suesha, because for the BJP, some of the bastions that they really need to win, those are the bastions which are now coming up. They have always said that we are now looking south. The big election in the state of Tamil Nadu, they have already aligned with the AIADMK. So BJP is now looking at making sure that they do really well in the state of Tamil Nadu. The other bastion that they have been looking at is the state of West Bengal. We've seen how there has been a lot of violence after the last 2021 elections. The BJP last time also was very confident. They were thinking that they could actually win the elections. They won 77 seats. So this time they are now looking at a step further, and all said they believe that they can actually form the government in the state of West Bengal. And we have seen how, Suesha, in the parliament also there has been a tug of war that has been taking place between the BJP and the TMC. The TMC has been extremely vocal. In fact, the TMC MPs have been almost daily protesting right outside the Makar Dwar. Some of the days, we have seen them marching from Vijay Chowk all the way till Makar Dwar. So the TMC also is gearing up. The BJP is also gearing up for this very crucial elections. Now, one thing that both the BJP and the TMC believe is that the left and the Congress, they do not have a lot at stake when it comes to the state of West Bengal. So it will be a bipolar elections in the state of West Bengal, and they need someone who understands what the RSS has been doing over the past many months, and what are the ways in which one can now go into these very crucial elections. The state, for the 5 elections that we will see taking place in 2026 is something that the BJP is now very keenly looking at.